بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم. So inshallah we're moving on now to the اسم الفاعل and اسم المفعول. So we're on الباب الأول. We've covered الماضي, we've covered المضارع, we've covered نفي المضارع, نواسب, جوازم, the إدغام with the نون تأكيد. Now we're just finishing off the اسم الفاعل, اسم المفعول. Yes? And after that we learn the ماضي, مضارع. After that we learn the ماضي, the مضارع, the أمر of all of these. So we get all the first ones done, then the ماضي, مضارع, أمر, of مضاعف, معتل, محموس, and the أسماء المشتقات comes a bit at the end. Yeah? You following? So first we're going to go through the اسم الفاعل of the ثلاثي مجرد. وأما اسم الفاعل والمفعول من الثلاثي المجرد. So the ثلاثي مجرد اسم الفاعل اسم المفعول. What are they? فالأكثر, the majority of the times, أن يجيء اسم الفاعل منه على وزن فاعل. So the majority, فالأكثر, the norm. Yes? The normal is that اسم الفاعل comes under pattern of what? فاعل. So the اسم الفاعل of the ثلاثي مجرد. Yes? So the normal or the norm is that the اسم الفاعل, that the اسم الفاعل of what? That the اسم الفاعل of ثلاثي مجرد comes under pattern of what? فاعل. For example, تقول ناصر ناصران ناصرون, that's مذكر. ناصرة ناصرتان ناصرات ونواصر. This is not all the time, but the مؤنث of ناصرة can come نواصر. So we don't learn that in Tasreef normally, but if you can have some فاعلة, the مؤنث, if it's a non-human. So if you have ناصرة, which is what? Not a human being. The plural can be فوائل, نواصر. So I give you an example that comes in the Quran. So you have here راسية. So راسية refers to mountains. What's the plural in the Quran? وجعلنا فيها رواسي. So it's really رواسي, but then obviously it becomes رواسي. Sorry, I forgot the alif. So رواسي. Yes? رواسي. راسية رواسي.
But isn't Nasira like isn't that a human?
Nasiratun? Yeah. So it is given the patterns here. It's not necessarily that it exists, but this usually occurs on for non-human plurals on fa'ilatun. Okay? والأكثر, and the normal is that يجيء اسم المفعول منه, that the اسم المفعول of the ثلاثي مجرد comes of which pattern? The مفعول pattern. For example, وتقول منصور منصوران منصورون, that's مذكر. مؤنث لواء منصورة منصورتان منصورات and مناصر. So you even get مناصر, مفاعل. So مناصر is also a pattern for what? The اسم المفعول مؤنث plural. Okay? So مفعول مفعولان مفعولون مفعولة مفعولتان مفعولات, that's common, and sometimes you get the مفاعل as the plural. Yes? Okay? Yes? Yeah? وتقول في اللازم. Now what's happening? He's explaining an important مسألة. In theory, okay, what's the فعل اللازم? It can't have مفعول به. Yes? So a verb does not have a مفعول به direct مفعول به. It's called فعل لازم, yes? And اسم المفعول is really the فعل مجهول, isn't it? Like, so if for example, if I have the word جالس, جلسة, does that have a مفعول به? No. So if you say مجلوس, what does that mean مجلوس? It would get قامة. So stand. So مقوم, what's مقوم منه? The one who's been what? That it said on. So you see, he's saying you can't have, in theory, the فعل لازم مفعول would not make sense. What you have to do? To make the فعل لازم's اسم المفعول, you would make this مفرد مذكر اسم الفاعل مفعول. Yes? Then you would bring the حرف jar that verb is used with. then you adjust the dhamir with that harf jar. So for example, if I have jalasa, yes, what would jalasa come with? You sit in a place, isn't it? So jalasa, fihi, isn't it? He sat in the seat, or he sat on it, or whatever, yes? So if you want to make the ism maf'ul, if you want to say, for example, hadha majlus, this is the place where it's something, yeah? What would you do then? You would say what? You would make it majlusun, yes? Then you would get the fi, he. This is the place which is sat in. If you have two places, you don't say majlusani, you say what? Hadani, this is what? This is what? Majlusun fihima.
You keep it singular.
You keep it singular.
Okay.
Yes? So for example, majlusun, yes? Let's say for example, it's a place where somebody stands. You say, hadha maqumun fihi. A place in which it is stood up, or how they translate it in English. So if you have a fi'l lazim, you can make the maf'ul, but it wouldn't really make sense. What do you have to do? You have to bring the harfun jar, and then you change the dhamir on the harfun jar, not the fi'l, not the ism al-maf'ul. So for example, marra means to pass by. If I pass by you, I would say, anta mamrurun bihi. Ya Muhammadun mamrurun. Akhas you are mamrurun bihi. You two are what? Mamrurun. Not mamruran, you say what? Mamrurun bihima. If I pass by you, two of you say what? Mamrurun bihima. Yes? So say, ra'aytu al-waladani al-mamruru bihima. Ra'aytu al-waladain al-mamrura bihima. So then you can't say, ya ra'aytu al-mamrura bihima. You can make the sigha, but it wouldn't make sense. You have to use it with the harfun jar. And the dhamir and the harfun jar would change. Yes? So in a lazim you say mamrurun bihi, mamrurun bihima, mamrurun bihim. Mamrurun biha, mamrurun bihima, mamrurun bihinna. Do you understand? And he explains that by saying, fatuthanni. Thanni, you will make, and this is what? This is what? Tanazu. Remember? With an amil, tanazu. That you have many amil and one ma'mul. So this becomes a maf'ul bihi of many verbs. So you say here, you will make the dhamir. Tuthanni, you will make the dhamir what? Dual, tajma'u, plural, tudhakkiru, mudhakkar, and mu'annath. Yes? So you will make the dhamir dual, plural, masculine or feminine. Fima yata'adda biharf al-jar. In those verbs that can be made muta'addi with a harfun jar. Basically those verbs have maf'ul bihi ghayr sarih. Yes? Yes? Yes, so for example, we've done this in Nahwa, but let's repeat again. If I have, for example, let's say you say, da'awtu lahu, I made dua for him. If you make a fi'l majhul, what would it be? You say what? Du'iya lahu. Dua was made for him. And what's a na'ib al-fa'il? The jar majhul becomes na'ib al-fa'il. Ghayr sarih, remember? So here, even the same, because the ism al-maf'ul is made from what? The ism al-maf'ul is made from what? The fi'l al-majhul. So then, it's the same concept. So the same rule applies. So if you say, for example, he is a person for who dua has been made, he will say, what? Huwa? He's what? Huwa? Mad'uwun lahu. He is one for who dua has been made. Huma, what? Mad'uwun lahuma. Hum mad'uwun lahum. They are the ones for whom dua has been made. Do you understand? You get it? So if you have a fi'l muta'addi, simple. Madrubun, madrubani, madrubuna. We've all been battered. Yeah? They all got beaten up, bullied. You understand? But if it's not a fi'l muta'addi, you can make it, but then you have to change. You can make the plural, like for practice. You can make anything you want. Doesn't matter. Maf'ulun. You can even make here, I don't know, pen. I don't know, or mouse. Mamusun, mamusani, mamusun. If you want to, yes. But it wouldn't be used as such. When you use this fi'l lazim, then you have to change the dhamir on the harfun jar. Everybody following me? Everybody online following?
So this lahuma, would that be the na'ib al-fa'il of the madrun?
Pardon me?
Would the lahu be the na'ib al-fa'il of the madrun?
Yes. Because this is from awamil, the mad'un is an fa'l ism al-fa'il, ism al-maf'ul, sorry, and the lahu becomes the na'ib al-fa'il of the mad'un. An example of that, for example, the Quran is, for example, yeah, وَجِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ وَجِيءَ, so ja'a means to come. So جِيءَ يَوْمَئِذٍ بِجَهَنَّمْ. So then Jahannam becomes what? Na'ib al-fa'il. Yes? It becomes what? Na'ib al-fa'il. Okay? Now, ji'a bi Jahannam. So then if you say, for example, Jahannam is going to be what? Is what? Maji'un what? Biha. Because Jahannam is mu'annas. So you say here, biha. You want to make this mu'annas. You don't make this mudhakkar or jama'. You just make the zamir change.
So all maf'ul bihi has
all fa'lu lazim. If you use the ism al-maf'ul,
you have to have a jar.
you have to have a jar with it.
You don't even make him mu'annath.
No, it says singular. Like mamrurun, 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 mamrurun biha. So the mamrurun doesn't change. What changes? The dhamir. It says mudhakkar all the time.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yes? You got it? Does that make sense? Okay. وَفَئِيلٌ قَدْ يَجِيءُ. And the word fa'il sometimes comes بمعنى الفاعل كالرحيم بمعنى الراحم. What are we saying here? We have a pattern called fa'il. Yes? What does this mean? Does it have a meaning similar to fa'il? Or does it have a similar meaning similar to what? Maf'ul. So he's saying here the pattern fa'il. Which pattern? Fa'il. When you see, because obviously fa'il mean, for example, darib, qatil, rahim, sami', alim. Yes? So what meaning does this give? Is that a fa'il meaning or maf'ul meaning? So he says here, yaji'u bima'na al-fa'il. So rahim means what? So bima'na al-fa'il. For example, rahim, B here means in. Like rahim in the meaning of rahim. Like rahim in the meaning of rahim. So fa'il, the word fa'il, the pattern fa'il, sometimes comes in the meaning of fa'il. Like rahim means what? Rahim, but is more emphatic. More emphasis. That's what asifatun mushabbahatun bismil fa'il. It's more emphatic. But the same fa'il can also come in the meaning of maf'ul. And sometimes it comes in the meaning of maf'ul. Like qatil bima'na al-maqtul. Like the word qatil comes in the meaning of what? So someone is qatil, has he done the killing or has he been killed? He's been killed. Someone is rahim, is he being shown mercy or is he's what? Marhumun alayh. He's one upon mercy has been shown. Yes?
Can be both.
Not each word, but certain words. So for example, qatil is always maqtul. Rahim is always marhum. Sorry, rahim. So then you have to say, well, certain words have certain meanings. Do you understand? So you have to see, well, is this fa'il in a active meaning? Is it showing the doer meaning or is it showing the receptive meaning, maf'ul bihi, passive meaning? So the word fa'il can have both meanings. You understand? Now, ثلاثي مزيد فيه. وأما ما زاد على الثلاثة, meaning, as for that which is more than 3, which means what? ثلاثي مزيد فيه or رباعي. So as for that which is more than, or that which increases above 3. As for that which is what? More than 3. As for that which is what? More than 3. فَالضَّابِطُ فِيهِ. You got the first so far? You got this part? What does ضابط mean? ضابط means general rule. ضابط means general rule. So as for that which is more than ثلاثة, which is more than 3. فَالضَّابِطُ فِيهِ. The rule is, the general rule is, what's the general rule? أَن تَضَعَ في مضارعه الميم المضمومة موضع حرف المضارعة. The general rule is, what's وضع يضع mean? To place, put. That you put in its mudari. What do you put in its mudari? A mim in which place? In place of the harf mudari. So for example, you have akrama yukrimu. So what's a harf al-mudara'a? So the harf al-mudara is ya. So in the place of this, what do you put? Al-mim al-madhmuma. So muk. Yes? So for ism al-fa'il and maf'ul, in both of them, what do? You change the alamat al-mudari to a mim madhmum. Yes? So the general rule is that you place in its mudari a mim madhmoom in place of the harf al-mudari. Then what do you put here on the ra? A fatha or kasra? Wa taksira, and that you, so for dhabit fihi is that you do this, and then you do what? You give ma qabla akhirihi fil fa'il, that you give a kasra. So kasra yasilu is what the fa'il, and fa'il, you give a kasra. What's the maf'ul bihi? You give a kasra to ma qabla akhirihi, and it's a maf'ul fi. What is before its ending? What's its ending? This is what? Akhiruhu. What's qabla akhirihi? The letter before the last letter, which is the ra. So you give a kasra to this in what? Ismul fa'il. We know this one before this. Is this the rule that is being implied now? So sarrafa yusarrifu, ismul fa'il become what? Yusarrifu, you change the ya into a mim, so Musa. And ismul fa'il, you give the ending letter is what? The fa. Ma qabla akhirihi is what? The ra. So ismul fa'il, you give musar rifun. And ismul maf'ul, you give a fatha musar rafun. We've learned that already now, tasreef tables. Do you understand? So as for that which is more than 3, meaning anything with ثلاثي مزيد fi, or if it's what? رباعي مجرد رباعي مزيد fi. So the ثلاثي is what? فاعل مفعول. فاعل مفعول. Yes? And anything which is more than that, the rule is you replace the ya, you replace the ya, basically, the alam mudari. You replace the ya with what? What do you replace it with? A meme. What kind of meme? Meme madhmuma. And then what do you do along after the meme madhmuma? This last letter changes. If it's ism al-fa'il, you give it a, and if it's ism al-maf'ul, you give it a. So yukrimu becomes what? What do you do with yukrimu? You put a meme madhmuma in the place of the harf al-mudara'a. So it becomes what? Muk. And then you give the kasra in the ma qabla akhiri in the ismul fa'il. So it becomes what? Mukrimun. And ismul maf'ul, same thing. You give a ya, becomes what? Muk. And then you give it a fatha, so it becomes mukramun for ismul maf'ul. Nahwu mukrimun, mukramun, mudahrijun, mudahrajun, mustakhrijun, mustakhrajun, mutadahrrijun, mutadahrajun. You can figure that out then.
Do you need to see that you give the change the ma qabla akhirihi?
So kasra.
Because if in mukrimun then you make it from the ma'lum.
Yeah.
Already got a
It depends on how you say. So he's saying, so some people have said the rule differently. Some people have said, what you do is, for ismul fa'il, you made ismul fa'il from what? Mudari' ma'lum. And ismul maf'ul, you make it from what? Mudari' majhul. So now all you have to do now is one rule. So to make the ismul fa'il, so you can change, another way you can say the rule is what? To make ismul fa'il, you change the alamatul mudari' of the fa'al al-mudari' ma'lum to a meme, the meme madhmoom. And to make ismul maf'ul, you change the alamatul mudari' of a fa'al majhul to the meme. So ismul fa'il, so yukrimu is a fa'al mudari' ma'lum, yukrimu, you change the ya to a meme, mukrimun. And to make ismul maf'ul, you change the fa'al mudari' majhul, yukramu into, change the ya into meme, mukram. So you can do it that way. Or you can say, how he's saying it, both ways, this way, it doesn't matter how you hold your ears, just hold your ears. Yeah? So mukrimun, mukramun, how you get it, it's like mass. You can get different answer, same answer in different ways. Yeah? Faida. Now what he's saying here, one little point. وَقَدْ يَسْتَوِي. Istawa yastawi means to be equal, came in our nahwa. Yes? To be equal. وَقَدْ يَسْتَوِي لَفْظُ اسْمِ الْفَاعِلِ وَاسْمِ الْمَفْعُولِ فِي بَعْضِ الْمَوَاضِعِ. Let's translate the zarf first. في بعض المواضع means what? In. What's بعض mean? A mawdi', plural mawadhi' means? It came recently. Place. So in some places, yastawi, what's the fa'il? In some places, the word, love means the word. So in some places, the word of the ismul fa'il and the ismul maf'ul are equal. You got it? In some places, the word of the ismul fa'il and ismul maf'ul are the same. Yes? In some places, the ismul fa'il and maf'ul are the same. Yes? For example, we have the word here, mutahabibun. But it's not mutahabibun, but bab tafa'ul. and مضاعف. So is forget what it becomes, but really, so متفاعل. So متحابب. What do you have to do now? Idgham. So متحابب, the two bars merge together, didn't it? So متحاب. Yes? اسم المفعول is what? متفاعل. So متحابب. The idgham becomes what? متحاب. Hey? يستوي لفظ اسم الفاعل والاسم الفاعل مفعول, the same pattern, but originally they were different. The taqdeer, meaning the origins and the hidden, what it really was, is different. So متحاب and متحاب is what? اسم is فاعل مفعول. It's a trick question exam. What صيغة اسم الفاعل if you write both of them? What صيغة is متحاب if you write both? Because we both in it. So beware of the evil exam that's coming up. Yeah. So bab افتعال مفتعل, for example, مجتنب. So مختير, the ya has changed to alif. That rule will come up in the rule. So we have a ya, we have a fatha before it, it turns to alif. So مختير becomes what? We have the qalb, change the ya into an alif. That's the rule, qalb, change the ya into an alif. So when it becomes مفعول مختير, you do qalb again, what happens? One is ismul fa'il, one is ismul maf'ul, but they look the same, but they're originally different. And then you can figure out the rest. كمحاب ومتحاب. So حابب, محاب, محابب, محابب, محاب. متحابب, متحابب both becomes متحاب. مختير, مختير, مختير become مختار. منقيد, منقيد both become منقاد. مسترر, مسترر both become مستر. Same thing. معتد, منصب, منصب في, منجاب, منجاب عن. All of these. So انفعال. So when you have these are what? These are some مضاعف. So some مضاعف words. And these are مختار, مستر, استر. This is also مضاعف. معتد. This is also مضاعف. This is not going to order. Injaba. So this is injaba is from what? This is ajwaf. This is ajwaf. And then he's got here. This is munqad. Is what? This is also ajwaf. You should put it in a better order. Ajwaf. This is what? These are also again what? Muda'af. Yeah? You following? So in these cases, the ism al-fa'il and al-maf'ul, they look the same, even though they are different. وَيَخْتَلِفُ التَّقْدِيرُ. The hidden origins are different. Taqdeer, what is assumed to be, what is our origins are different. So they look the same, but they are really what? Understood?
What does it mean? Why is it saying munsabun fihi?
You tell me, why is it saying munsabun fi and munjabun an? Because that's fi'l lazim. So fi'l lazim maf'ul can't have. You have to have what? Mamrurun bihi. Get it?
Okay.
See, this is not the rule, you forgot it. So munsabun is a fi'l lazim. So you can't say so maf'ul can't be what? Munsabbin, it has to be munsabbin fi.
So it's lazim, you can tell whether it's ism al-maf'ul or ism
But the way it's used, not on its own, but the way it's used, yeah. Because of the harfun jar. So munjab ismul fa'il and munjabun anhu becomes what? Ismul maf'ul. Because munjab can't have, the way the meaning of munjab doesn't allow it to have it's lazim, so it has to have a harfun jar. But they look the same. Munjab is a fa'il, this is a maf'ul because this has a harfun jar with it.
And when you have the sifa mushabbaha of ism al-fa'il with the meaning of ism al-maf'ul, they have to be used in the same way.
What do you mean? Used in the same way?
Why you have to bring the dhamir?
No, that's different. That's a different rule altogether. Any other questions online? You guys understood here? Online, everybody understand? Okay. Subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika wa nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.